Studio Gonzo was founded in 2000 by 4 former Gainax members, Mahiro Maeda, Shinji Higuchi, Shoji Murahama, and Hiroshi Yamaguchi. Studio Gonzo is a pretty forgotten anime studio nowadays, but they've made some absolute classics back in the 2000s, like the original Hellsing, Fullmetal Panic, and Welcome to the NHK. However, I think my favorite anime from them has to be Afro Samurai, which, if you haven't watched, what are you doing? Studio Gonzo literally worked with Samuel L. Jackson and the Wu-Tang Clan to make arguably one of the most unique crossovers in anime history. Unfortunately, like many other anime studios though, they've had their fair share of financial troubles, and they haven't released an anime since a Horimiya OVA in 2021. A lot of Studio Gonzo employees did end up leaving for Studio David, so I would consider them a spiritual successor in some sense, but it does seem like Gonzo is done making anime for now. We'll see. Brains Base was founded in 1996 by former TMS member Juko Ozawa. They're most well known for creating some of the best anime in the 2010s, including My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu, which personally is my favorite drama anime. Takehiro Omori was one of the biggest directors at the studio, and he's headed great anime like Baccano, Durarara, and Natsume's Book of Friends, which are all amazing and underrated anime in their own right. A few years ago, they also made To Your Eternity. But while Brainspace is one of the most unique anime studios with their stories and adaptations, they usually aren't the most popular. The animation qualities usually looks pretty good. They are still making anime, but it seems that they are much more infrequent with their projects than they used to be. It is unfortunate, but a common trend in the current anime industry. TMS Entertainment was founded in 1946, originally as a knitting and textile company. Apparently they merged with Tokyo Movie Shinsha to start an animation business and create TMS Entertainment. They've worked on some insanely big projects like Detective Conan and Fruits Basket. TMS is actually owned by Sega and is one of the biggest anime companies, which means their animation quality can be pretty inconsistent from time to time, but that doesn't mean that they don't make good stuff. Megalobox is one of the best sports anime according to people that comment on my videos. They've also made Dr. Stone and Rent a Girlfriend, one of which is mid, and the other one, we don't talk about the other one. Shin-Ei Studio was founded by former Toei director Daikichiro Kusube in 1965 and is one of the most well-known in Japan for still producing episodes of Crayon Shin-Chan, an anime with over 1,245 episodes and still counting. They've also made Doraemon, which isn't really the most popular anime in America, but I remember watching it with my cousins back in India all the time. Because they have such a steady anime production that's constantly paying the bills, they can release masterpieces like Dangers in My Heart, which was way more polished than I thought it would end up being. And season 2 of this show was actually my favorite anime of this year, so definitely check it out. Tatsunoko Production was founded in 1962 by Tatsuo Yoshida, Kenji Yoshida, and Ippei Kuri. This studio helped spawn a ton of huge anime studios like Toei Animation, Mushi Productions, and apparently the founder Yoshida preferred to keep his drawings more realistic, in line with how muscles and skeletons actually looked instead of the more cartoonish style that Disney and Tezuka preferred at the time. This allowed Tatsunoko to have a much larger variety of styles of animation, but also got them close to bankruptcy many times. Also, you might be wondering why I used Evangelion as the icon for them. Well, while doing research for this video, I discovered that Tatsunoko Productions actually did the majority of animation for Evangelion. Apparently, only 3 Gainax studio members actually helped on the original Evangelion anime, and the majority of the actual animation was done by Tatsunoko Productions. These guys are truly the unsung heroes of Eva. Anyway, these guys are absolute goats and have made amazing anime like Ping Pong the Animation, the original Macross, and Psycho-Pass Season 2, so definitely check those out. Studio GoHands was founded in 2008 by the former Satelight studio in Osaka. They basically just took over the office and made it Studio GoHands. They're well known for making anime that either look really interesting or really weird. Like the anime K, which actually looks pretty cool, has a unique shading and a lot of fun fight scenes, but then they also made Handshakers, which is genuinely just too overwhelming and janky looking in a ton of their shots. Shingo Suzuki is an important person at GoHands, and since he's a very well-connected anime veteran, usually you can find some good cuts on any GoHands project, even if it is a little crazy. Usually Suzuki is the chief animation director on most of these, interesting projects, and you can usually tell that he's working on a show if the camera is doing fucking gymnastics. Have you ever cut your balls while shaving? I know this guy has. Well, that will be a worry of the past with the sponsor of today's video, Manscaped. Let's do a little unboxing of my favorite product they have, the Perfect Package 5.0 Ultra. It comes with the newest Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. I've used this and it genuinely is so smooth to the balls. And we all know that 2 heads are better than 1. Not only that, but it comes with a bunch of other things, like the ball deodorant and the aftershave lotion, which will make even your devil balls smell better. It comes with clear and easy instructions and an awesome bag that's thrown in for free, so you can shave on the go. Just like Manscaped, I care about your balls, so head over to manscaped.com and get your hands on the Perfect Package 5.0 Ultra today. When you use my promo code REKENDO, you'll get 20% off plus free international shipping and a free gift. So what are you waiting for? Use promo code REKENDO at manscaped.com. Link in the description. Studio Satelight was founded in 1995 and is one of the only animation studios in Sapporo, Hokkaido. They're well known for making anime like Hellsing Ultimate, Log Horizon, Symphogear, and Fairy Tail. Like many anime studios, the quality on their series varies depending on how much money they think it will make. I honestly couldn't find too much more information on Satelight. We're getting to the point where a lot of these animation studios only have information available in Japanese, and my translation skills of Google Translate are they're not holding up as well, but yeah, they make some good stuff. ComixWave Films was founded in 2007 after it split off from ComixWave and is most well known for creating the movies directed by Makoto Shin-Ei. He's made movies like Your Name, Suzume, and Weathering with You. Shin-Ei has been working with ComixWave ever since 2004, and the polish for these movies are genuinely insane. It all started in 1999 when Makoto Shin-Ei wrote, animated, and directed She and Her Cat. ComixWave liked it so much that they brought him on to make more movies with the studio, and the rest is history. Shin-Ei films are pretty much always about star-crossed lovers, and some of my favorites include Garden of Words and 5 centimeters per second, the more underrated ones, although I think his pinnacle works are Your Name and Suzume. According to Polish animator Mateusz Urbanowisk, I'm so sorry if I butchered that, ComixWave have pretty good working conditions. He said the studio I was working at was good, we had free time, the pay was good, and I was hired on contract, which felt stable. Honestly, kinda goated for such amazing animation quality. Tezuka Productions was founded in 1968 by Osamu Tezuka, the godfather of manga. It was originally a branch of Mushi Productions, but soon adapted many Tezuka mangas like Marvelous Melma, which, if you're curious, had the first ever panty shot in anime. The interesting thing about Tezuka Productions is that they still make anime using a lot of Tezuka's IP. Just recently in 2019, they co-produced Dororo with MAPPA. Sometimes they even make anime that have nothing to do with Tezuka, like Quintessential Quintuplets, and most recently an anime about this guy trying to raise up a robot. Liden Films was founded in 2012 by Ultra Super Pictures, a joint holding company that includes Sanzijin, Orde, Trigger, and Galaxy Graphics. They're most well known for anime like Tokyo Revengers, Initial D, and Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches. While all these shows on their own aren't really bad, none of them are extremely exceptional. But then there's an outlier for Liden Films, Berserk 2016. Now, you don't need me to tell you just how awful this looks, but yeah, Liden is responsible for making this absolute shit show of an anime. According to an interview with the Berserk producer, Ryo Kuruso, they wanted to try something new, and I'm guessing what happened is that they tried to adapt Miura's extremely detailed art style into, detailed 3D models, but honestly, that just made the whole thing look 20 times worse when it was in action. Thankfully, CGI Berserk did get a facelift with our next studio. 4C Studios was founded in 1986 by Eiko Tanaka and Koji Morimoto. They are most well known for making out their anime like Mind Game, which if you haven't watched, definitely check it out. It's directed by Masaki Yuasa, the same guy who directed Devilman Crybaby and Ping Pong. Anyway, they're also most well known for working on the Golden Age movies for Berserk that honestly weren't half bad, but at the same time, so much is cut out of these movies, and it's hard to not compare the godly illustrations of the Berserk manga to the anime. So to anyone that wants to get into the franchise, I just cannot in good faith recommend these movies. Like, please just read the manga. Even at its worst, Berserk looks better than the majority of manga you will ever read. And at its best, oh boy, put this shit on my plate and I'm eating. They seem to be continuing with making CGI movies, so I guess we'll see more CG projects from them in the future. Studio Lerche was founded in 2011 as a subsidiary of Studio Hibari. They've worked on anime like Assassination Classroom, Classroom of the Elite, and the Danganronpa anime adaptation. Seiji Kishi is one of the more prolific directors at the animation studio, having directed all of the previous anime that I just mentioned, and their animation quality is usually pretty mid. I mean, they do a good job of adapting specific styles like the Danganronpa anime and Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, Both of those look pretty on point with their manga counterparts, but at the same time, light novel adaptations like Class of the Elite really don't look that great. As with most anime, the staff working on it, the budget, and the time constraints are usually more important than the actual studio itself when it comes to animation quality. PinkPineapple is a production company that specializes in creating a more special type of anime. It was founded by KSS and sold to Soft Garage later. PinkPineapple is known for having a pretty good track record when it comes to their adaptations, as most of them have pretty decent animation. They've done some pretty quality anime like Rants, Masterpiece, and Fella Pure, some of my personal favorites. I'm just going to put that out there. But it's worth noting that since they are a production company, not every one of their projects is going to be at the same quality, although from personal experience, it's almost always pretty good. Queen Bee is another production company for special anime, but goddamn do I hate these guys. When you see a new anime with with a hot new thumbnail and then it says Queen Bee when you click on it, oh man, that's how you know it's just gonna be trash. Oh, especially when you see the ugly bastard and NTR tags, bro. Queen Bee is, well known for using the popular software Microsoft PowerPoint to animate all of their shows. Okay. Real talk, I couldn't find much information on Queen Bee other than they're owned by a company called MediaBank that was founded in 2017. But yeah, Queen Bee adaptations just suck. They just suck, okay? Bunnywalker is the last of these special anime studios that I'm gonna go over, and it is a subsidiary of the T-Rex production studio. These guys were the absolute goats of my middle school years, making shit like Joshi Luck and the real plus-sized elf anime, if you know what I'm saying. Their animation quality is pretty consistent and good, but it doesn't reach the peaks of PinkPineapple in my opinion. Anyway, that is every anime studio explained. That's the end of this series. If you enjoyed this kind of content, maybe don't subscribe because I don't think I'm going to be making much more of it. I really like my other content a lot more. I think it's a lot better too. So please go check that out if you haven't already. Other than that, peace.